Yeah, we know we haven't had our best game yet, so I think we all realize that, and obviously we'll be pushing for Monday and be ready to go.
All right, here we are, the show after the show. Bob Dvorak has got the day off, spending some time with the grandkids. That was Jake Ginzel, the 22-year-old rookie sensation who scored again last night. They could have used a whole lot more. They lost 5-1, but that's okay. It'll be Game 4, still up 2-1. Coming up tomorrow night, NBC. Doc Emmerich with a call, Pierre McGuire, and Eddie Olczyk, of course, on that NBC network. Just your thoughts about the lifeless Pittsburgh Penguins, but it's okay.
Sullivan better see the light, Rob. We got to change the goaltender. Go back to Fleury.
These
We're in
fickle
trouble
fans,
if we
fickle
don't
fans.
go back to Fleury, giving up 5 goals last night, for God's sake.
How about what Crosby said the other day when they were talking about Rene maybe being pulled?
Yeah.
Vezina Trophy finalist 3 times. Just relax. PK Subban says, look, he's going to be okay. And he had 27 saves last night. 6'5", very wiry goaltender, future Hall of Famer, I believe. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, but after for giving up the first one and they're down 1-0, I think there was some rumbling in the crowd. Maybe we need to make a move. But he did end up turning in a very nice performance after that.
Country Music Awards are going to be coming up in a couple of days, and I just thought it would be nice to pay tribute to Carrie Underwood because, as I said earlier, I would probably wear a Nashville jersey just because of her. And I also said on the air, wherever you're at, Carrie, please take as many selfies as you can and videos because life will never get better. You're one of the top performers in country music. Your husband plays for the Nashville National Hockey League team, and you're in the finals, and you're up for a bunch of awards on Wednesday night. So life is very good. And my producer, Bambino, said,
Rob, her allegiances are anti-Pittsburgh. Get rid of this Carrie Underwear infatuation that you have with this lady.
Sorry.
And we're done with her. She's off the list until we're out of the Stanley Cup Finals. Then you can start listening to her garbage music.
She's going to perform with Keith Urban, by the way, coming up on Wednesday. So it is must-see TV. Sidney Crosby saying, very calm, we'll get better.
You know, it's not a good feeling. I think it's important to learn from it, but a loss is a loss, and we've got to find a way to be better. That's the bottom line. So our desperation is going to be there more next game. I know that, and we got to make sure we execute.
Sid was more like Squid Crosby last night. Couldn't put the puck on the net, came out with no shots on goal. Not a great night for him. Not one of those ones that will be on his personal highlight reel. But as we talked about this, you can't expect to sweep the series, although after the first 2 in Pittsburgh, it looked like maybe the Penguins would. They're still going to be in fine shape. It's a big game tomorrow night.
What do you think this does for the National Hockey League, this matchup? Or could you have thought of a better matchup when it comes to ratings? And again, happy they're going to be on the NBC network tomorrow night.
Well, you always like the East Coast, West Coast kind of thing, but the way that the Pittsburgh people watch the television and the ratings from the Wednesday night game apparently rivaled a Pittsburgh Steelers football game as far as the numbers of people watching it. So as long as the Penguins are in it, as far as the National Hockey League is concerned, they get a lot of viewers. If it's not a New York team, you're pretty good with Pittsburgh being in there. They did get saved by not having Ottawa beat the Penguins because that would have been a disaster.
All right, before we go, last thing, the play of beginning Malcolm. Quietly, slowly but surely, he is just adding to already very impressive statistics when it comes to scoring in the National Hockey League in postseason play.
Yeah, and he's putting up numbers where arguably maybe this guy's a Hall of Fame type player.
Well, I don't think there's an argument. I think he's in. And by the way, she too.
Stay the needle dropping on a valve.
Mariah Lambert will be performing at the Country Music Awards on Wednesday night. So, Bambino, if you had your choice, one dinner, one night, and your wife would approve of it because I'd be the chauffeur. Carrie Underwood, Mariah Lambert, who would it be?
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, I thought I was going to do last time you and I were together for lunch, and you said, just take the 5th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's broadcast. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Country Music Awards Wednesday night, Mariah Lambert.
Sweet sound.